It is now time to talk about your first jobs. So your first freelancing job. So this could come in a couple different forms. Maybe you've been doing freelance work on your own, locally, and you want to start doing it online. So you need to get a work history. You need to get your first jobs in whatever freelance communities that you join, such as Upwork, which is the example I've been using in this course. Or it could be Freelancer. It could be any number of different freelance sites. Or maybe you're leaving one freelance site and going to another freelance site. And you know you need to build some job history there. Or maybe freelancing is completely brand new to you and you have no work history at all. And you know that really to get attention, to land some good business, you need to have getting the first couple jobs is going to be critical. So that's the point I want to make. I've been saying it all along. Having a 2 to 3 job history is critical. You need a perfect 5 out of 5 score from those jobs. So no point in doing them. No point in getting these jobs if you don't nail them. And ideally, you also want to get a testimonial and a nice write up from them, and everything goes really well. So that's very, very important. So here's what I consider a little bit of magic, a real gem in this course is how do you land? How do you get these first 2 to 3 jobs so that your profile is really complete? So that when other project managers and other clients that are looking for work come to you, they know that you're reputable. You ethically rig it. Okay, so I don't know if you're expecting that or not, but let me explain what I mean by this. The first important thing I want to point out is this must be ethical. So we're not looking to rip anyone off. We're not looking to rip off the freelance site. We're not looking to rip off any clients. We're not looking to rip off anybody. This all has to be done above board. That said, you don't necessarily have to follow the layout of what you think automatically you're supposed to do. When you get going to get your first couple jobs, I don't want you to go bid on 50 proposals for job bids that are being posted by clients on Upwork or whatever freelance site you're going for. It's too hard because those people are going to look at your profile and they're going to say, well, this person doesn't have any job history. So you can see the dilemma, right, in getting started. So here's what you do. You do the same thing that you would do if you were starting an offline business. You go and you reach out to the people that you know very well. It could be your brother. It could be your mother-in-law. It could be an internet friend that you feel like you have a good relationship with. And we're looking for people that have a business, that have something you could help them with. So let me show you with an example of what I did. Here's my profile. When I first started out, I said, I kind of figured, you know what, I know I need to get some job history, some results, because I know that's what people are going to be looking for, because that's exactly when you make a post and you have 0 job history, it's just sort of like glaring. It's this ugly thing. So I had a sports radio website that I was associated with. I knew a guy that was writing a book, and I reached out to them and said, look, I'm doing some freelance work and I am willing to do this work, for a little job for you, not a whole lot of money, and I'll do it for you. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a perfect ranking and a great testimonial. And here's the thing, and you have to do this properly and carefully, I'm not going to charge you for it. But we do need to run it through the freelance website. So you make offline arrangements financially so that then they're going to register for the freelance site. They're actually going to post the job. They're going to award you the job, and you're going to do the work. And I have to stress very much, you need to really perform the work. Otherwise, you're scamming the system. I think that's morally and ethically wrong. So you absolutely need to do the work. And so then after the work is done, they will pay you. Again, it is up to you. You make the arrangements how you wish. If you want to arrange with them that, here's the money that you're going to need to pay me, you do what you feel is ethically right. But as you can imagine, when people are doing offline work, it's not uncommon for me to do free. If I was a carpenter, I would do some free work for my mother-in-law and say, I just need you as a testimonial. So to me, it's a very similar thing. But when it comes to actually getting it in the system, they are going to need to pay you through those funds, through Upwork, and then give you the ranking here. And so I did that with both this account and with this account, and got 2 5 out of 5 rankings, and boom, I was off to the races. That was all I needed to really get things going. And like I said, go ahead and absolutely really perform the work, keep the ethics perfect, and then arrange the financials with your contact. If you want to do something offline so they can then pay you online, that's up to you. The fact of the matter is, some of this I haven't gone through every little piece of Upwork's or other freelancers' terms and conditions, so I can't swear to it that they wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact is, they're getting their percentage of the pay. They're getting it. So you're not ripping them off. And my point is, from an ethical standpoint, you really need to perform the work and do a great job, and it has to be honest, and they have to be happy with it, and then they give you a 5 out of 5 ranking, and then they give you a testimonial. If you cut any of those corners, then I think ethically you are doing something wrong. Okay, so there you go. Now you've got a couple of jobs. Make them small jobs so that they're not going to take you, a week to do. What I did for one of the jobs was I set up some Google Analytics reports. For me, that was easy. For him, it wasn't easy, the person that I was helping. So it was high value for him, and it didn't take me too long. The other one was I helped someone get their book on the Amazon Kindle. And again, he was just publishing a book. He had a hard copy. So this was high value to him. It didn't take me too long. And I got some great rankings, and I still have good relationships with these people. So, and there's no reason you can't do it with a relative or a colleague, just like you would with any other business. Friends and family support us in offline business. Why shouldn't they do it with online business? So I'm not telling you to do anything that you have an ethical problem with, but this I was happy and thought it was smart to do, and it has worked out very well for me, and I haven't had any problems. But if you ever do want to discuss it with me, by all means, use my contact information and get in touch with me, and we can discuss it more if you like. So there you go. That's some of the magic of how you get those first jobs, get them on your profile, and you're off to the races with a huge advantage on those other people that are trying to start out with 0 job history. I think you can understand just how incredibly important this is.